Hello everyone, Maya from 7 Stone Studio here, and in today's video I will share my thoughts on the indie MMORPG from Niche World Games entitled Monsters and Memories. Monsters and Memories is currently in early development, and on September 1st, 2025, the developers held a 7-day playtest for anyone with an account at monstersandmemories.com. If you missed this playtest, check out their Discord for future playtest announcements. Links for the website and Discord are in the description box below. So, what are my thoughts on the MMORPG entitled Monsters and Memories so far? First, I must admit that I haven't gotten very far into the game. I've participated solo in about 3 to 4 stress tests and playtests. During these playtests, I played through the first part of the Druid intro quest twice and the first part of the Shaman intro quest once. I mostly spent my time running around the massive open game world, discovering new locations. With this being said, I have made several characters and really enjoy the art direction the development team has chosen. It feels classically retro, nostalgically stylized, and dare I say, cute? There are several playable races in Monsters and Memories. My favorite race right now, and the race of my current main character, is the Goblin. They have adorable animations and a cheeky little grin that makes my character Grand Smith Apple feel mischievous and sly. Overall, I feel the character art team is doing an amazing job, and I look forward to their updates. Next, let's discuss the world of Eth-Er. Wow. The game world is so vast and expansive. My current character is in the city of Night Harbor, which is a harsh, dry desert landscape. Across the warm sandy dunes of Night Harbor, players will encounter shifty rats, cackling jackals, slithering snakes, haunting skeletons, glowing fire beetles, and other monstrous creatures around every corner. This really makes the world feel alive. Something I noticed right away was the environment design team purposely made the view distance very far so that players can see monuments, stars, moons, and key locations far, far into the distance. At first, I thought this choice was purely aesthetic. I even considered that the view distance was as far as it was because bloom or fog had yet to be added to the game. However, after observing the way players are encouraged to interact with the environment, it is clear that this was intentional. This brings me to my next thought on Monsters and Memories. There is no minimap. As a gamer whose first MMORPG was World of Warcraft, it was jarring to feel so lost in such a large game world. I usually rely on minimaps in games to help me determine where I am and where I am going. The design team intentionally left the minimap out of the game so players will use environmental cues to traverse the world. Street signs became vital tools for finding my way around the sprawling town of Night Harbor, and I quickly developed a spatial knowledge based on the moons and unique monuments, like the Green Castle in the distance, and mysterious glowing shards atop various buildings throughout the town. Speaking of glowing, this world is dark, and I do mean dark. When night falls, the only thing players can see at night are objects and creatures that glow or produce light. Players can also carry light sources like the Initiate Candle given to all new characters, or torches crafted by those who choose their Survivalist skill line. There are also glowing inventory items like the Fire Beetle Eye that can be obtained by slaying various creatures in the world. I wonder if there are luminescent mushrooms somewhere in Eth-Er as well. Anyway, without some kind of light source, however, this world is shrouded in a thick cloak of darkness that makes every step into the unknown feel much more dangerous. I don't have a clever segue for this section, so let's just hit it. There are no quest markers or quest icons. As I stated at the beginning of the video, I haven't gotten very far into the game, so I have only completed the first part of the class quest for Druid and Shaman. I think players can obtain additional quests from talking to NPCs, but I haven't had such luck just yet. Have any of you obtained side quests in Monsters and Memories yet? And if you are not completing side quests, how are you gaining experience? So far, I am gaining experience through slaying creatures around Night Harbor. Level 1 felt easy enough. However, after hitting level 2, I feel like I am gaining experience much more slowly. And because my Shaman intro quest requires that I am level 4 to complete part 2, I shifted my focus to collecting ingredients for my cooking profession. I realized I hadn't trained cooking yet, so I went to the kitchen at the Night Harbor Inn, and to my dismay, cooking training was nearly 2 gold. I had a whopping 50 copper to my name and wondered how I was going to make enough coin to become the paladin of goblin chefs. I was getting 4 copper per item, and it just seemed like a very inefficient way to make coin. If you are participating in the Monsters and Memories playtests, how are you making coin? I had the great pleasure of being attacked by another player while I was fighting a fire beetle, which brings me to the next topic, player versus player encounters. Unlike World of Warcraft, where PvP is based on the faction versus faction conflict that is the driving force of the Warcraft narrative, Monsters and Memories PvP encounters can happen basically anywhere at any time with no regard for faction, allegiance, or alliances. This heightens the sense of danger and promotes a constant situational awareness. I know at any given time another player can choose to attack me for my gear, my coin, or just for fun. As was the case with my playtest PvP encounter, luckily all of my equipment, coin, and inventory items were on my corpse when I retrieved it. Oh yeah, when you die in Monsters and Memories, which is likely to happen as you can see from all of the random corpses lying around, you lose everything on your character. While you are running from the local graveyard back to your body, players can loot your corpse of everything on it. I find this mechanic pretty cool. It makes me use the bank more often to keep my more valuable items there just in case I croak it. All in all, I would say Monsters and Memories is shaping up to be a refreshing take on a classic style of MMORPGs. I am excited to do more quests, explore more of the world, craft unusual items, fight some monsters, and make amazing memories with many players in the world of Eth-Er. Thank you for listening to my thoughts on Monsters and Memories. Have you participated in a playtest yet? What do you think of the game so far? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay stoned.